Peace. My channel was created for the intellectual, for critical thinking, for deep thought. I would liken it to like a philosophy, a philosophical channel of sorts. It pertains predominantly to your whole thought process, to incite, critical conversations, diatribes, to enlighten one another, to stop thinking in a group think, to promote individuals to be thinkers. Most people think that they are thinkers, which is layers to thinking, right? Because you do think, but I don't mean in the shallow terms of just thinking. It's like knee-jerk thinking, or it's real surface level thinking. I'm talking about the deep catacombs, like contemplation, rumination, critical thought. So this is why I created this channel. I know y'all out there, though, that it's other like-minded individuals such as myself that wants to delve into deep thought, into critical conversations. Not the normal conversations, the political conversations, even though those are valuable and you can take jewels back from those political conversations. The election is coming up toward the end of this year. It's a lot going on with the migrant crisis, with inflation, right? So it's definitely some thought, some critical thought there as well. Right now, I don't want to, build on those type of topics, even though I'm encouraged as being a content creator to look at the algorithm, to see what other people are speaking about, and basically, for lack of a better term, is to get on their coattails and to ride the wave, so to speak. From a business standpoint, from getting views and getting traction, I definitely understand that. I do. There's no mystery why YouTube has blown up like it has in recent times, because it's monetized, right? People are making a living, making a good living by making YouTube content. So I definitely get the need or the urge to make content that's popular and that's engaging. I get it. I really do. I'm just not there on a personal note. At this time, I don't want to build on the mundane topics, even though they are beneficial. I know that the topics that I'm building on is value in that. And the market dictates the value. I'm an advocate of that as well, right? So I got very low views, very few subscribers. So as I say that, I know that my views are valuable and what I build on is good content. The market is saying otherwise. So I would say it's not necessarily the topics I'm building on. It's about how I'm delivering the message. What am I doing to gain traction? So with all that being said, that's really not the subject of this video. As I've said, the subject is about critical thought. So, critical thought, perspective. And I typically say these terms in a lot of my videos. Critical thought, perspective, because I can't bang home perspective enough. We all have our own walks of life, our own experiences that we've experienced, and we are shaped by those experiences and our upbringing. Those are our reference points. Our experiences, what we've learned, and how we were raised, what we were taught. Truth is truth. Even that's like a video. We could debate about truth, Truth is truth. And truth produces results. I will push back, not even pushing back, I will also add that truth is multiple truths. So what do I mean by that? You can have somebody who does things the textbook way and they bear the results that's favorable, quote unquote, being successful in their endeavors. There's truth there. Then you have somebody that took the adverse route, the least likely to succeed route, and they bear the same similar fruits as the person that took the textbook route. So that is truth, right? That's absolutely truth. With that being said, when you say that I can still take the adverse route and still come out successful, which is absolutely true, the one caveat is, what's the probability of you coming out with fruitful endeavors by taking an adverse route? The probability is slim. The possibility is there. So when you see these debates about single mothers or the street nigga and the nerd or the homie girl, the girl that's a homie that's in the house, right? And we tend to get defensive when we hear the truth, right? Because it is truth. And you have to know this once you become a certain age and maturity is set in and you're comfortable with being mature. Because we all can look back in our lives and say that if I would have did this, it's a good probability that I would be better in terms of success. And whatever success is to you, right? I would be better. Because that's the truth. We know it. Now, we still can be fine by taking the back route, right? You could take the other side and still come out fine, like I've already said. But you know that if you would have took the textbook route, probably would have favored better. Also, what do you tell your kids? What do you tell your loved ones? Rarely do I hear the advice to take the adverse route because you know better. So I would encourage to listen a little more, be open, also able to take criticism and always go on the side of what's right and what's true and being righteous. Because whether we want to acknowledge it or not, we definitely are an example to somebody, to someone. We are an example. So that takes into account of having critical thought and having emotional maturity. So you don't want to be all over the board because you can't control yourself when you get called out on the carpet. I absolutely watch YouTube and I see a lot of people call in to lives and they actually want to debate, rebuttal a truth. I'm not of that opinion, right? I'm definitely not of the opinion to call in. When you call in, that kind of says something about your emotional control. I'm not going to call somebody to debate a point or a statement that they made. I'm not about to call somebody that I know personally on my phone, let alone to call in or to send some message to rebuttal somebody online. That's just me though, right? So that's just me. And it also goes back to perspective. Perspective is everything. And debates, more times than not, is geared upon you gonna hear my point and I want you to agree to what I'm saying. Typically the other person is just not going to agree. And even when you're saying your point, you rarely are changing the other person's idea anyway. So it's an exercise in futility, right? Because it's different perspectives. I'm not saying who is right and who is wrong. It's different perspectives. And a lot of time, those conversations, when you call in or when you send in super chats or whatever, a lot of times it just becomes a stalemate. You know, you both just go your separate ways. You don't change their mind, they don't change your mind. And it is what it is. But obviously the truth lies there, right? The truth is the truth. And we want to use these abnormalities within the truth, in the sphere of the truth, to try to debunk the truth. But we know better than that. So this video is about having perspective, understanding that everybody has perspective, and take critical thought, deep thought, and be mindful, emotional maturity, be focused, be intentional. And what somebody else eat don't make you shit, man. So chill on that calling in, arguing with somebody. That's crazy, man. Again, that's just my perspective, man, right? Everything is perspective. But I'm not calling nobody to make you agree with me or you gonna hear my point. Come on, man. And they most likely in a whole nother state, man. That's crazy. So that's a quick bill for today. Do me a solid. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on sending super chats and calling in and arguing people, right? I absolutely understand it though. I really do understand it, right? And that's good engagement. That's good for everybody, right? Because we share thoughts that way. I absolutely get it. I'm just saying that's not my thing. That's not my forte. I'm not calling in or sending a super chat about anything. Just, if I see you and I want to give you some type of acknowledgement, I definitely will. I'm too busy to be sending a message or something like that, right? If I get it to it, I get to it, right? Because I always reply to people's comments on my videos. You know, but anyway, man, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, man. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I don't know nothing, man. Maybe that's probably why this page ain't going, you know. But whatever the case may be, let me know, man. And we're going to build on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Peace.